I was joking when I said fortune tellers, man. Because you'll have a nigga be like, yo, you heard what he said? He said he a fortune teller, man. You know, we out here talking prophecy, you know, and I'm
instead of the wicked side, I mean,
yeah,
if you got this book, you basically are.
Yeah.
If you believe in the truth.
Fortune, because a fort, matter of fact, we look the word up, man. Because we're going to be fortunate in that time, man.
You play the Fortnite area all day. That's no fortunate. Yo, man, I'm sorry, I don't even like talking about you. You know, I don't like talking about dick like that. But it was this Jake lady in the back of that car that just turned this corner. And I thought she was a part of the car, you know? She was like, driving me in peace. Tall, looking at me. I'm like, yo, what's the person? Shout it out.
A person was supposedly able to predict a person's future by palmistry using a crystal ball or similar methods.
Yeah, cut. So a fortune teller, and I was just joking that we not using because it's a person who is supposedly able to predict a person's fortune by palmistry using a crystal ball or similar methods. All right, there we go. Right. Matter of fact, it says so basically you can say we something like fortune teller because it's a cut. It says synonym. It says he went to a fortune teller to ask for advice. And I said synonym. Clairvoyant, crystal gazer, psychic, prophet, seer, oracle, soothsayer, argue, symbol, and all that. So yeah, so basically you can say that we fortune tellers if you the synonym. If you want to look at it like that, but we don't use crystal balls, we use the words of Yahweh Bashing Yahushua.
The prophets of the prophecy of the prophets that are actually prophesying the future.
We fortune tellers on the right hand side, not the left hand side. You know? If you want to put it like that, the fuck with their heads and shit. But Esau like to use words.
And Jake like to catch you.
Yeah, cut.
That's a crazy.
Yo, he said fortune teller.
Jake like to catch you, like they over there preaching this.
Yeah. But it says prophet, seer, which it tells you in the scripture. It says we told the seers, matter of fact, we can get it. You know?
The seers.
Yeah, it told the seers to see not. I'll compare that.
From the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. Right? I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them, which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Oh, so keep going. Come. I'll just further down. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Right. So look, now verse 9 basically telling you about them Edomites. Right? Because it says he that leadeth in the Salaki. It says that they blaspheme, said that they were the Jews, they not. So for that, it's a punishment for that. You know? But he called it the synagogue of Satan. So what's Satan? What's he known for? Lying, deceiving, man. Death and all that, man.
That's right.
You know? But that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he orchestrates all that, man. You know? Yo, man, we gotta get that scripture to you, man. that was a badass scripture, man. When it talks about how Esau really swears that everything that they did, you know, they think that they did it by their own hand. You know? In that scripture we're gonna bring out, it's in Isaiah. I believe 51, man. Now keep that. But I believe it's in Isaiah 51. Yo, the Lord, like the elder Tazawa like to say, he's like, yo, man, the Lord's the baddest rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? Because the metaphors that he be using, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, oh, shit. Yeah, he say some shit like, damn. Y'all wish I'd have thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you a rapper and shit, you know another rapper, He say some shit. He's like, damn, I wish I could have said it like that. Why can't I make that right? You know what I mean?
Right.
But like the way the Lord says it, and it be on point, man. Be serious, man.
Nah.
You know? Come on, man.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Right. So that 10 days don't mean actual 10 days, because you'll get assholes that'll be like, yo, man, it said 10 days, man. And they still in there. That's just a period of time, man. You know? It could be 10 months. Lord willing, it don't be that long. You know? But now it ain't gonna be that long. You know? But it's just a period. Yeah, it's just.
They can do 10, 20.
Yeah, but I mean, with that, yo, cause you right, but they could give you say that, you know. But this time right now is coming, man. Cause you got the family of the word coming, you know, and all that. Where and then they got all these different articles. I believe we brought this out a couple weeks ago, you know, where they about to start coming snatching brothers off the streets for teaching the gospel, man. And matter of fact, because they calling us black activists and all that. So that's a black activist nationalist. So that's like a radical person, basically. They trying to say we are.
And it's not even that. They kind of give me pause, bro. But they trying to take all the Bibles out anyway. They already did it in China.
Yeah.
The Bibles are illegal in China right now. And they're trying to do the same thing in California. They're pushing it in California right now.
Yep.
So it's about to really be a famine of the word.
That's right, man.
And y'all don't even recognize it.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Keep going. I got something after that. Matter of fact, let me bring this out real fast. Nah, go ahead. No, I don't want to jump on top.
Be thou faithful unto death,
That's right.
and I will give thee a crown of life.
That's right, because you're going to have martyrs for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man.
That's right.
You know? But those martyrs, trust and believe, if they're part of that elect, look what happened to John the Baptist. Look what happened to Yahweh Shah. Look what happened to Apostle Paul. You know? Matter of fact, all the disciples and all that, man. What they do, they killed them. You know? Why? Because they was out there telling the truth. And them niggas, our people's a bunch of wicked ass niggas, man. You know? So when you tell a nigga where they going off at, they ain't trying to hear that. What they want to do, they want to try to retaliate. Get mad. You know? Act like a fuck.
Act like a woman.
Yeah, God,
it's emotional. It's just emotion.
But yo, what's that? That's in Surat. I want to know. I think it's Surat 5, or it might be second Ezra 5. 5 and you hold that with you. But try second Ezra 5 and think about 4. That might be. You know? But that's the reason why these niggas act like that, bro. You know? Because it said minstrels women shall bring forth monsters. And yo, and that's why that's why you got all these niggas now. What they do now? They wear them tight ass clothes. Why? Because their mother put them in front of the television. The television programmer, you know? And these niggas walking around with fucking skinny jeans on, bro.
You said Ecclesiastes? Or you said
second Ezra.
I was all right there.
Second Ezra 5. And guess why they wear them tight ass jeans? Because they mom like, oh baby, that looks good on you. You look so handsome. You look so cute. You know? I know this one nigga woman, man. She yo, her son. I think he got to be older now. He got to be about 4 or 5. But I saw a picture of him on Facebook and all that. This nigga down there had a person. Yeah, it is 5 and 8.
From the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Damn. So what's that? Like we was talking about. That whole gay agenda, man.
Con.
And these Edomites, these so-called white people, they like that shit, man. They start that homosexual shit.
Con.
And then they make it like it's cool. Because they teaching that shit in school. Oh, you
Yeah.
have to like faggots. They're people too. They supposed to be put to death, man.
Con.
That's Esau like that dude that just walked by. He looked like a fucking faggot. Hair all long and shit. And yo, they like that, man. Because even like, yo, watch back in the 80s and all that.
Con.
Them niggas had that long hair and all that. Now look at these crackers walk by. You know? When I'm talking about homosexual. And then they give them rights. So basically, like, they can be like, oh, they out there, they teaching hate against homosexuals. You know? Why? Because deep down inside, they're a bunch of faggots.
Con.
You know? You got these bodybuilding niggas, man, that's fucking faggots, man.
Con.
You know? I remember what.
Even
When I was with
where
my
I
mom-
see is a homosexual.
Yeah, come. When I was with my
call
uncle,
homosexual, but it's be irregular.
yo, when I was
Like Tony do.
when I was with my kid's mom, we was walking down Center City, man. Cause that's when I had to cash my check. They had the check cashing job.
Con.
Two niggas looking like these two Edomites, but they was big.
Con.
I'm talking about big cop diesel motherfuckers, man.
Con.
Holding hands, man. And I'm looking like, I said, yo, what the fuck is that? She's like, oh, don't worry about that. No, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Like, them niggas is in my face. Holding hands, man. Like, that shit was cool, man. So that goes back in the confusion, man.
Con.
But that goes back into that confusion, you know? Just like you got the LG, whatever the fuck that is, man. LGBTQ XYZ and all that shit, you know? But they putting that in school, so that's causing confusion to the children. So this right here is a prophecy, man. That's been fulfilled, man, and still is being fulfilled.
And the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
That's right, man. Like, yo, prime example, today at work, man. These badass kids in the store. I'm talking about the children, the mother and the grandmothers at the register, so they preoccupied, they not paying attention to the children. So they kicking the ball back and forth. I'm sitting there looking like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Like they really playing like this is a damn playground and shit. And the mom not even saying nothing because she's so preoccupied. And then even once they tell them to stop, they still not stopping. I grabbed the ball from him like, yo, give me that, man. You know? Then when he went over there, the girl, she went and sat down. But then the little boy, he's still running around, man. You know? That's why you got all these shootings and killings out here. Why? Because the mother raised the child, man. Raised the son. That's why these niggas is a bunch of fucking effeminate dudes, man. You know?
Then get mad when somebody say something to them. You don't got no control of your kids.
Kinda.
And then get mad when somebody say something. You won't say nothing. Somebody going to.
That's right.
You mad. You the parents who know how to raise their kids ain't mad.
Yeah.
But the ones who don't be mad. And that's what I noticed. Shoot, man. It's crazy.
Right, huh?
Kids, man, I can talk about these women and these kids all day. Only because they really think that they doing something.
Yeah.
They think that they think they actually raising good people. But I remember I said this a couple weeks ago probably. These women raised these boys up to be somebody who they wouldn't even date.
Yup, exactly.
You raising these boys up to be somebody you wouldn't even look at. Probably an ain't shit nigga that you say that you dated before.
Yup.
Like, come on, like you supposed to raise them better than that, but you end up being the dude that you don't even like.
Yup.
You telling all day this little boy, you telling me like his pop all day, every day.
You ain't shit, nigga.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
what you expecting to be?
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, he probably ain't like you.
Yeah, cut.
At that point, your son probably done with you.
That's
Like,
how my son be, man. He be ready to fuck it. Well, you know, he be snapping. Because his mom always cussing him out, man.
kind.
I mean, I know he's a boy, you know, but that's why the father has to be there, you know. But like I'm trying to instill the truth in him and all that, but you trying to rip it out of him,
Kind.
you know. So like when I start telling him the truth and putting it in him, he's gonna want to clean up his thing. But you let him play the fucking game all day, you know.
And nowadays, them games be homosexual as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, excuse my French, but what was it? What is the Grand Theft Auto 5 now?
Yeah, cut.
It was Grand Theft Auto 4, I believe. That it was a homosexual like John. One of them joints called The
man.
Story of Tony or whatever like that.
Man.
I'm like, yo, like Liberty City or one of them. And I'm like,
cut. They
I
got,
didn't even want to play it no more. I'm like, come on, man. And it was crazy because he was on the other one. He was on the one, like, I think it was probably the third one. He was on that one. But he wasn't the star. And when they made him the star.
I know you talking
It was the
about.
same dude.
Oh,
and
man,
I peeked because
man.
I was like, that's the same dude.
Man.
I don't want to play this. I didn't even play 4.
Yeah,
I ain't play 4. I ain't play Vice City stories.
Yeah, I know exactly
I jumped straight to 5, and then I don't even play them Jones no more.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I don't play them at all no more.
But yo, and they be putting truth in that shit too, man.
They put truth in
But
there,
see, but you gotta.
it's clouded. You gotta
Yeah,
find it.
yo.
And some of these lost jakes never gonna see it. They still being programmed.
But with the alien shit,
Kind.
then they had they had
Yeah, the alien, I know
they
what
had
you're
certain I think one was the RFID microchip and like then even listening to the radio stations on that shit, they be talking a lot of truth, man.
Kind.
So they be telling you so you can't say you ain't hear the truth, man. You know?
His jeans
But
skinny
this
as hell.
Yeah.
His
yo,
jeans is
and the
skinny
feminine.
as hell.
They probably faggot.
How he get his phone in his pocket?
Yeah.
How we gonna get it out?
But yo, this is
How he gonna get it out? Like,
but that's what's hot right now.
yeah,
That's
the
what's
thing.
hot in the streets right now.
How
Skinny
he gonna
tees.
get him out?
Yeah.
It looked like he couldn't take a cigarette out. His
Yeah,
pocket.
that nigga, he got his pants so tight. That nigga, he can't even bend his
He
knees when
walked
he walking
like,
shit.
yo, me
Yo, he
like,
walk like Eric Gordon.
what they had the
Right.
the Frankenstein he had to do the drill and stuff.
Cut.
Come on, man. They ain't that deep.
Skinny jeans was hot right now.
Skinny jeans ain't that
That's a
deep.
bunch
man.
of bullshit.
Come on,
They
man.
want niggas to be faggots, man.
For real, like.
But yo, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High?
God.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, man.
God.
All right? So that's right there, everything in a nutshell, man.
God.
All right? So you're not supposed to be deceived by what? Esau's devices?
God.
You know that television they be putting on there? Their whole agenda, which is this homosexual agenda.
God.
They got niggas walking around with jeans tight as hell, where you can see the goddamn head on the quarter in their pocket, man. You know?
Man.
And niggas actually doing that.
Word.
Like it's cool. Like I was watching, what was it? The night show or something like that, man.
God.
Then you had this dude on there, Jamie Foxx. Stone cold homosexual, man.
Jamie
Stone
Foxx
cold faggot. But there was a picture of him and Young Thug. Young Thug bent over like this. He be hollering nigga like this and shit. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy, man. You know? But see what they do, they get them faggots because a lot of them niggas in Hollywood that made it, they got popped by the so-called white people.
God.
They get that money.
God.
So they faggots. So guess what? They're being pimped by the so-called white man. You know? So they throw them tight ass clothes on. You thinking it's cool because they got it on. A rapper. Oh, I saw so and so with it on. So you saw this nigga with a pocketbook. You gonna do that shit too, nigga? So that's being deceived, man. You know? It says, I'm gonna read that again. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, man. So being a fornicator, there's two types of fornication for a man. Now fornication. You going for a matter of fact, bring it out. I'm getting that confused with idolatry. Pornos. There you go, fornicator. Which we just said about what those niggas being in Hollywood.
God.
They being pimped by the so-called white man, right?
That's right.
So This is where they get the word porno from. This is the Greek porneos, which is a man who prostitutes his body to another's lust for hire. A male prostitute, a man who indulges in unlawful sexual intercourse, a fornicator.
Huh.
So what we just said about them niggas in Hollywood, man. They fornicators, man. They got popped by the so-called white man. So
That's
basically, them niggas is male prostitutes, man. Because they got fucked. Now they gotta sit there and wear what the so-called white man tells them to wear and all that, man. You know? That's where that whole word porno comes from. From fornication. Alright? So that's right there, man. Then you supposed to not be deceived. So when you go to Hollywood, you've been deceived all crazy, man. Because for that money, then hold on, let's bring that back up, man. That fornicators thing, man.
Huh.
You know? It says a man who prostitutes his body to another's lust for hire, man. So what they doing, they get hired in the industry. The rap industry, basketball industry, whatever, football, movie industry, all that shit.
Modeling,
You know?
TV show.
Okay. So you're for hire. So you're prostituting your body for hire because you have to do everything they tell you to do, and they pop you, man. Because what do a pimp do, man? When the pimp puts the women out there on the track and all that shit, he tests his product first, man. Whether it be male or female, man. That's what they do. So what you think the so-called white man doing to his product, man? The same thing. And the scriptures don't lie, man.
Huh. It
says, nor idolaters. We're gonna get that one. So that's idolatry. I'll F that up. But idolaters, I can't pronounce it in the Greek. So forgive me, brothers. But it says, and Aquafin that watches, it says a worshiper of false gods, idolatry. Jews of anyone, even Christian, practice in any way in the worship of the heathen, especially one who attends their sacrificial feasts and eats of the remains of offered victims. A covetous man as worshippers of mammon, so which mammon is, that's money, man. You know? So this is basically breaking it down, like, because when you go into Hollywood, and then these fucking, these Muslim niggas, man. Alright? Since it's Ramadan, we want to touch on that, man. But them Islamic dudes, they idolaters, man. Especially if you are Israelite, man. Why? Because you serving another God, serving another power, other than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
That's right.
You know? Big Mama Cheese, right? That's that glutton. That's gluttonous.
Yo, you gotta pack.
That's a sin, but that's an Edomite, so fuck it.
Yeah.
We want to see more Edomites that big. Matter of fact, no. In the kingdom, I don't want my Edomites being that fat. I want them to have to, they're going to work.
No, I'm seeing all.
They're going to work hard.
I'm gonna make them big. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna make them do some crazy.
Yeah, they're
stuff.
going to work hard.
I'm gonna make them work extra hard when they get that
Yeah,
big.
cut. It says, so that's idolaters. It says, nor adulterers. All right? Now, adulterer is metaphorically one who is faithless toward God, the ungodly. So one that's faithless towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's talking about you Israelites, man. Why? Because you Israelites, you like to commit adultery, go and serve another God. That's adultery, man. And also, it's another adultery when if you sleep with another man's wife, and that's punishable by death. So as far as if a woman doesn't have a man, and say the man has his woman or whatever, and he goes and pops that woman, that's not adultery, man. Because that's what Esau wants to teach you. Because they know how dominant our sperm is, man. How precious it is, man. You know? Because we the children of the Most High, man. And when we reproduce those seeds, man. Those Israelite seeds, which they don't want, man. You know?
Is it that deep? It's not even raining no more, bro.
That's Moab.
At least he
That's the spirit, because that's what they do. Carry them
That's
big
tight,
dumbass
Johnny.
umbrellas. You know how they be twirling them and shit. Matter of fact, it'd be the women, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? He drunk out his goddamn mind, man. You fucking faggot,
You wait till
man.
you across the street.
This is straight up fact.
Yeah, shit.
That's how them gooks do, man.
Yeah,
No?
the eater one you did though.
Nah, but he got it on.
I know what you're
You don't
saying. She big. She got it.
They be doing that.
She
Yo,
need the
matter of
extra.
fact,
She need the extra.
yo, the Karate Kid.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah,
had
yeah.
the John dance with the fan.
Mary
Then they got
Poppins.
the cut, man.
Fly away with that.
Fucking goofy.
Weird. Man.
Like, yeah, all right, it says idolaters nor effeminate. Now that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's malakos. Malakos is soft to touch, metaphorically in a bad sense. It says soft, so that's like, you know, you be talking to them, you be like, man, that's why you soft, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
Those dudes ain't gonna make it.
Come.
Because you can't be no soft dude in the truth, man.
Come.
You know, letting everything bother you, man. That's a woman's characteristics, man.
Come.
You know? Like the chick I be dealing with now, she complain about every fucking thing, man. And I just be looking at her like, yo, you don't got no faith, man. You know?
God.
But that's what I expect from a woman, man.
Come.
You know? And then but you the man, so you gotta give her that comfort and talk to her. But sometimes that shit just gets annoying. You be like, God damn, shut the fuck up.
Just
Know what I'm
dang,
saying?
like let it be sometimes. Ain't that deep? all
Yeah,
the
kind
time,
of. I
like,
told her, I'm like, yo, you weak, man.
you weak, yeah.
But then guess what? The woman is the weaker vessel.
That's why it get me mad when I see dudes doing that, because I'm like, yo, you supposed to at least believe in yourself that much,
Right.
man. I understand women not thinking and believing in that for themselves, but they ain't like, bro, you a dude, you supposed to let that, you supposed to take that and carry it wherever it goes.
That's right.
Like you supposed to do whatever you gotta do for yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
So when I see dudes out here being feminine and being all emotional about something that somebody has said or what time it is, I be like, come on, bro, like when you in that deep.
Listen. Matter of fact, keep going on. It says, hey, it says effeminate of a catamite, two, of a body kept for homosexual relations with a man, of a male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness, a male prostitute.
God.
So all them niggas, them jakes that's in Esau's kingdom that's up there in Hollywood and all that, which the word Hollywood just means hollow wood, which is empty, man. That's vain. And everything in Hollywood is vain. It's empty. You know? So the Most High is going to destroy that shit, man. You know that thing, and that's coming soon, man. It ain't going to be too much longer. You know? The Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wreak havoc on this place. And he's already visiting this place, man. You know? Matter of fact, bring that out in Sarat. Sarat 5 and 11 as a 15. The one I told you very earlier.
5 and 11.
I think it is. If I'm not mistaken. Or it might have been.
Second one.
Nah, Sarat 5 and 11.
You said Ezra?
Nah, Sarat.
So what? Ecclesiastes? Yep. Second, right?
Yeah, nah, so
Oh, just 21. 19. Spirit. 20.
Oh, Salakia, let me finish this one. Yeah, it says, nor abusers of themselves as mankind. So that's in a nutshell, that's being a homosexual and just abusing yourself altogether, man. Jacking up your temple, man. You know? That's basically what you're doing, and a lot of niggas do that, man. You know?